we have just seen Godzilla. Okay, yeah, we're not good at reviewing, so we can't really we don't really know who's supposed to talk next because we don't rehearse these things, but it's natural. It's natural. Yes. Okay, and by the way, this is called this car nicknamed Godzilla. If you know anything about cars. Okay, so what do we think? Okay, no, you go first. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What do you think?
I liked it, and it wasn't perfect, and it definitely wouldn't be as good the second time you see it. I haven't seen it a second time. If you have seen it a second time, feels that way.
Yeah, of us, I'm the only one that has seen it the second time, so I'll have a more grounded opinion or a different opinion.
And I've only seen it
once. It was certainly a spectacle, and when you are in there, it's like in the Avengers, this is the best example, in the Avengers when Hulk smashes Loki, and you're like, woo! It's like that. That's when Godzilla is fighting. It's a swell of pride. You really get into it. The main character he's very non-emotional. I mean, he's a soldier, but whatever. He's not very emotional. What's his name? Bryan Cranston?
Bryan Cranston, yeah.
Yeah, he was good.
He was awesome.
And he could have been in there more,
obviously.
but, whatever. But he definitely was the first, it wasn't the first scene, but it was one of the first scenes. It was probably the pinnacle emotionally.
Okay, now if you're watching this review, you've probably seen every other review because we're not very big, and you probably just want to hear all the opinions. So if you have seen most of them, you would know that the thing you hear constantly that everyone's talking about is there's a slow reveal to Godzilla. You don't see him very much, but the last act makes up for it. And when I was seeing those reviews before I saw it, I was like, yeah, but how good can it be? And it was fantastic. Just like he was saying, like you're cheering. I was cheering and I was laughing and I was like in it the whole time. Mm-hmm. Then I saw it the second time, which... this doesn't really take the movie down for me. If you're going to see it, only go see it once. But, the third act was good because of the action. And, the stuff that made you want to cheer was just pure action. So in the third act, you knew what was coming. And I was sitting in the theater the second time cheering like I was before. But it didn't feel as natural. Like, I was kind of making myself cheer. Whereas the first time, I was just, doing this, and I didn't even know I was doing it. So
yeah, I saw him. He was having, a mental breakdown. He was
a couple people down for me the first time we saw it, and I was like this, and I was just going crazy sometimes. Yeah, so, I was punching the air.
It's like saying Jaws. I mean, the next couple times you see, you know what's happening. You know what the monster looks like. It's not scary.
Yeah.
But the whole slow reveal thing, everybody's like, oh, it's not a Godzilla movie. They're not fighting the whole time. And it should be a Fight Night Champions for PlayStation 2 of 2006. But I think it's better that they teased him and just flashed. And the whole, you probably heard about the news thing where the fight, it just goes to news. I like that.
I loved it. Like that? It was so clever.
Yeah, music was good, and the sound in the theater. If you see it, definitely see it in the theater.
It's freaking fantastic.
Sound is awesome.
Yeah, the sound, it deserves at least an Oscar nomination for sound editing, because there's a specific scene, I won't spoil it, I won't say what's going on. There's a scene when two guys, they're flat on a train track, that's all I'll say, but the sound in that scene, when a monster's going around them, the monster isn't breathing, it's not growling, it's just, you hear noises coming from it, and it really got to under my skin, and I was shaking, and it was fantastic.
Hey, have you guys seen the 5-year-old on
That's
YouTube?
Gonna be in the review. That's going to be in the review. Yeah, we got to cut that out now.
Nice Godzilla voice, Brandon.
I don't know what's going on. No, but
Is it still there?
Yes.
Oh,
absolutely. We're
still going.
It's all good.
I'll show you.
Okay, we're going to cut that out, start over.
No, we can't cut it out. We can.
It doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. It's not like people... If you're here, you're probably not looking for that good quality. Oh gosh, what was it? Oh yeah. Okay, I have a weird thing. I like seeing atomic bombs in movies, and there's an atomic bomb in this that looks awesome, sounds awesome. It feels like it's washing over you. Better than the atomic bomb in the Wolverine, if you've seen that. It's really, I like the effects of that.
Yeah, he's talking about the atomic bomb was at the very beginning of the movie, and the beginning is really clever because it's like beginning of Pacific Rim, beginning of Lord of the Rings, where it's like these are how the rings were created. That's how they were formed. Now they're here. This is what happened. It's like that, except I liked it way more than both those because there was no monologue. You just see really clever.
It's like a film reel.
Yeah,
old newspapers.
Yeah, it was like that, and there was no monologue or anybody talking, and you just saw what was happening. Like there was drawings of maps, and you saw little nuclear symbols popping up everywhere, and then you saw lots of really cool footage of Godzilla, which looked like it was from the past, which was really cool. And I really liked that. And then after that, just the title was really cool. Like the title in the theaters is red, and it's got some symbol. You hear the Godzilla roar and stuff. But this, it seemed like I don't really know, but the title was just a white screen, Godzilla, the word comes into focus, and then there's just a bunch of red things falling from the roof. And it just visually looked really cool, as with the rest of the movie.
Yeah, but like what Ben said, like, while I was in the theater watching it, like, I got really angry like when it teased about all the fights.
I loved it.
I was looking forward to some really awesome fights, and this is while I was in the theater. Like, afterwards I thought, yeah, that actually made it kind of good, because it actually made you want the final act more.
Yeah.
But like while I was in the theater, like, I didn't know what was going to happen. I was kind of angry.
Yeah, the other
and
movies...
especially with this one scene where like it was like they're gonna fight, but then it showed them fighting on a freaking news channel station thing.
Yeah, and I thought that, but yeah, it was really clever. And in talking about movies that have come out this year with someone from Breaking Bad, in Need for Speed with Aaron Paul, the action scenes in that, the car chase scenes were amazing. I loved them, but there were so many of them that by the end, it was just really boring. I was like, okay, yeah, it's better because there are faster cars in the final race, but in the end, it was just, okay, I've seen it before, but this didn't do that. It saved all the really cool stuff for the end, and that saved the movie for me. And we're running on 6 minutes, so I think we should go ahead and get our reviews out, like our definitive review.
The Halo jump was really cool, and I like how they touch on Godzilla. He's not necessarily, well, I won't say anything, but he's like the
alpha
the
predator.
Balance of nature.
The great balancer.
Cool.
Nature has an order,
like
a power to restore balance. I like how they treated him like an animal, not just a thing that's running around destroying cities as a goal. Mm-hmm. And they did Godzilla right. That's the best thing.
Awesome.
That's the best thing I can say about the movie is they did Godzilla right. And a nice detail I liked is they gave him a very likable face. Because in this movie they treat them like animals, so you don't technically there's no good guy, no bad guy. So the way they make them look shows you who the good guy is and who the bad guy is. Like the other monster in this movie, spoiler alert, but it's not really spoiler alert. There are other monsters in the movie. The other monsters looked they didn't have eyes. It was just like solid, and then you saw like orange, like glowing. So it looked really menacing. And then Godzilla, he looked like a reptile version of a dog, basically. So he was kind of a quick cut. So yeah, he looked like a reptile version of a dog, which made him very likable. Okay, you wanted to touch on something?
Unlike the 1998 whatever version, he looked like Godzilla. They didn't
He didn't look like a dinosaur.
They didn't try and take from Jurassic Park and make him look like a T.rex. He didn't have long legs, which was so annoying.
He wasn't a girl.
Didn't have big toes that went right.
He didn't have that stupid head.
There weren't 10 million helicopters flying around below the levels of the city to destroy him.
He didn't have to destroy like every building.
Yeah, I hated that.
And also the military didn't have to destroy more buildings than Godzilla did.
Yeah. Okay, so let's end it here. Let's our rating. Okay, you know how this works?
No.
Our rating. This is what we do. I have a very divided personality where I like this movie. It's entertaining, so I like it. But I know it's not that good. Good example would be like a Transformers movie. I give it a personal rating and a theoretical rating. Like a personal rating for Transformers, it'd be high because they're entertaining to me and I like them. Theoretical, so who wants to, and it's at something out of 10 for personal theoretical. So who wants to start?
I'll start. Let's see. My personal rating will probably be 4 out of 5 because
10
out of 10.
Oh crap! I was thinking about something else. Yeah. 9 out of 10.
Well, how do you go from 4 out of 5?
Hi, say hi, Tyler.
Go to 8 out of 10.
I don't know. Yeah, because I really liked it a lot.
So
and I had a good experience.
So what was it? What was it?
For both. 9 out of 10 for theoretical and personal.
Okay, well, I'll go next. Theoretical, come on. I mean, there are going to be a lot of people that didn't like it. So theoretical, 7 out of 10. Personal, I'll go 8 out of 10. Just because I saw it a second time, it wasn't that entertaining to me. So, but it was still, I liked it. 8 out of 10 is a great rating.
Yeah, theoretically, 7 out of 10. Yeah, because there's some,
stuff. We just talked about it.
But personally, I'm gonna go 8.25 out of 10.
I guess we can do decimals. Yeah.
Do decimals here. So
Getting pretty exact.
Hey, does it.
Yeah. Yeah, why not? Yeah, we're copying you guys.
4.7.
Yeah, they're like our inspiration.
3, 2, 8,
like
9,
them
10,
and Jeremy
5
Jones
out
are
of 5
inspiration.
Yeah, don't tell them that. Okay, so, yeah, how do we end this? So if you, yes, that's our review, and if you like it, then you should subscribe, and